Food traditions and me. My culture, I didn't think I really had one because I grew up in the suburbs of California as a blonde American girl, and I feel like I was kind of boring. But if I were to label myself, I grew up in a single parent home with single parent, my dad being my dad. He raised my sister and I, and that really influenced what we ate. We had SpaghettiOs, Pop Tarts, mac and cheese, whatever was cheapest, and also what we would eat because we were kind of picky. We were also LDS, which meant there was no alcohol or tobacco or coffee or tea in the house. And that didn't seem weird to me growing up because my whole family is LDS and a lot of my friends were. So it didn't seem weird until I got older. And then being Swedish and Norwegian also, um, I never even realized I was until I was a little bit older, but it was something that we didn't bring into our lives until like around like Christmas time with the foods that we would eat then. But other than that, it wasn't a big part of our life. My identity, that's a hard question because I feel like there's so many things, but I'm a poor college student, which means I'm busy a lot of the time with school and my work, and I don't have a lot of free time. But when I do, I try to spend it with my friends. I'm in active LDS, which seems like a weird way to identify myself, but a lot of the rules from the LDS religion have stuck with me, so it has influenced my life. I'm also working to become a healthcare professional. I want to be an occupational therapist and also have my minor in nutrition. So I'm just really curious about the body and how it works and what I can do to improve someone else's life through the body. And that's my career goals. I'm a server at California Pizza Kitchen, which is the best time ever. I love being a server. It's a lot of fun, a cool way to meet a bunch of people that come into the restaurant, and it's really flexible. I'm also a big sister to my little sister Lauren. I'm a daughter, and I'm a friend. I have lots of friends, and I try to spend my time with them. My food traditions, it was kind of hard to think of traditions that I had, but we did have some around the holidays like everybody else. Swedish meatballs was our big Christmas Eve tradition for us. We would prepare them and it would take pretty much all day. Swedish meatballs and pickled herring, which is a pickled fish, which sounds really disgusting but is actually really good. Lingonberry jam, which is just a berry that grows only in Sweden. Well, I bet it grows other places, but it was native to Sweden. And we would eat that on thin ginger snaps. And glögg, which is a disgusting drink that's like a cider, berry cider, and I would not recommend it to anybody. It's disgusting, but it was still a fun tradition to have. We'd also had a little weird tradition. We would order our turkey for Thanksgiving because my dad's from the South, and where he grew up, they had smoked turkey, and they'd smoke the turkey for a few days, and then they just mail it. So we would get our turkey shipped to us, and it'd be on our front porch a couple days before Thanksgiving, and we didn't have to worry about our turkey. And we usually have that with like the typical stuff like stuffing and yams and green beans. For Christmas Day, since we had put in so much preparation to the night before with Christmas Eve dinner, we would kind of go lower key with honey baked ham from the local honey baked ham store, Hawaiian sweet rolls, and green beans from the grocery store. So it was kind of not the fanciest Christmas dinner, but it was still the best time because we loved that kind of food. It wasn't cheap, it was just, stuff that we liked. And lots of Martinelli sparkling cider because we don't drink alcohol, so that was kind of us being festive with Martinelli's. This is just a few pictures of what our typical Christmas Eve dinner would look like. My sister preparing it in the far right corner with the Swedish meatballs. Traveling was a big part of how we got to experience cultures. We got to go to places like Portugal, Spain, France, Italy, and we got to meet people from those cultures and have their food and kind of see what their life was like when we were growing up, and that really influenced how we saw the world and how we interacted with people. So I try to still live like that and still try to experience different things in my life and just go different places. the meaning of food in my life. Food isn't really just something I like to eat, it's something I prepare for, it's something I'm excited about, it's what I build my day around, my meals, and going out with my friends, it's always centered around food. We always go out to eat someplace, and it's always someplace we like enjoy. It's an experience, it's how I get to experience new places and see the world and kind of get a grasp on different cultures. And it's how I show people I care. So if I want to show my family that I care about them or my friends, I usually make them some kind of food for dinner or, cupcakes for someone's birthday, little things with food to show that I care. And that's just how food is for me.